Have you ever tried to explain something to a friend over the phone, something you're looking at on your screen, and realized halfway through that words just aren't cutting it? You say, "There's this button, kind of in the middle, but also sort of to the right," and your friend says, "I'm not sure what you mean." And you think, if you could just see what I'm seeing, this would take 5 seconds. That moment of frustration is exactly what this lesson is about. Because Claude can see what you're seeing, if you show it. And once you know how to do that, a whole new way of getting help opens up. Today we're talking about screenshots. What they are, how to take one, how to share it with Claude, and, most importantly, what you can actually do with that skill in your everyday life. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to hand Claude a picture of something confusing on your screen and get a clear, specific answer. Not a general guess. A real answer, based on what you're actually looking at. Let's start with the basics. A screenshot is simply a photograph of your screen. Whatever is displayed on your computer, phone, or tablet at a given moment, a screenshot captures that as an image file. It's like taking a photo of your TV instead of trying to describe what's on it. Most devices make this very easy. On a Windows computer, you can press the Windows key and the print screen key at the same time, or use the snipping tool, which is a built-in app that lets you select just a portion of the screen. On a Mac, you press Command, Shift, and the number 3 to capture the whole screen, or Command, Shift, and 4 to drag and select just a piece of it. On an iPhone, press the side button and the volume up button together. On Android phones, it varies slightly by brand, but pressing the power button and volume down at the same time works on most of them. Your device saves the screenshot as an image, usually in your Photos app or your Downloads folder. That image is what you'll share with Claude. Now, here's something important to understand. Claude is a text-based assistant by default, meaning, if you just type a question, Claude is working only from what you write. It cannot see your screen on its own. It has no idea what's in front of you unless you show it. When you share a screenshot, you're giving Claude eyes on your specific situation. And that changes everything, because now Claude isn't giving you a generic answer. It's responding to the actual thing you're dealing with. Let's look at a real example. Say you've received an email that looks a little strange. Maybe it claims to be from your bank, asking you to verify your account information. You're not sure if it's legitimate or a scam. You could try to type out the whole email, but that takes time and you might miss details. Instead, take a screenshot of the email and share it with Claude. Then type something like, "I got this email. Does it look like a phishing scam to me?" Claude can look at the actual layout, the sender address, the wording, the links mentioned, and give you a much more specific and useful answer than if you just described it in words. That's a real skill that can protect you. Try this. Next time you get an email that makes you pause, take a screenshot of it and ask Claude to take a look. You can literally ask, "Does anything look suspicious here?" It's a simple habit that can save you from a lot of headaches. Here's another situation where screenshots shine. Imagine you're filling out a form, maybe for a government website, a benefits application, a medical portal, or even just a new online service, and you hit a field that you genuinely don't understand. What is it asking for? What counts as an acceptable answer? You could try to type out the question, but often the context around it matters. The label above it, the instructions nearby, the example format shown. A screenshot captures all of that at once. You share it with Claude and ask, "What does this form field want from me?" and Claude can read the whole thing and explain it clearly. This is especially helpful for forms that use formal or legal language. Try this. The next time a form confuses you, screenshot the whole section and paste it into Claude with the question, "Can you explain what this is asking for in plain English?" You'll probably save yourself a lot of second guessing. Now let's talk about something a lot of people deal with, error messages. You're using a program, a website, or an app, and suddenly something goes wrong. A red box appears with a message that makes no sense to you. Maybe it says something like error 403 or unexpected token in JSON or something equally cryptic. These messages are written for software developers, not for everyday people. But you still need to fix the problem. Here's what you do: take a screenshot of the error message, the whole screen if possible, so Claude can see what you were doing when it happened, and share it with Claude. Ask, what does this error mean, and what should I try? Claude can translate that technical language into plain steps you can actually follow. Try this: save a screenshot of the next error message you see. Even if you've already closed it, keep this habit in mind for the future. Error messages are one of the most powerful use cases for sharing screenshots with Claude, because they're so hard to describe accurately in words. Let me give you one more example, because this one comes up constantly in everyday life. Data. Charts. Tables. Spreadsheets. If you've ever been handed a graph or a table and thought, I can see the numbers but I don't know what they mean, screenshots are your friend. Say your energy bill comes with a bar chart showing your monthly usage, and you want to know if your usage is unusually high. Or your boss shares a spreadsheet with sales numbers and you need to understand the trend. You can screenshot that visual, share it with Claude, and ask, what is this chart telling me, or, is there anything unusual here? Claude can read the values in a chart or table and explain what they mean in plain language. It can even help you figure out what question to ask next. Try this: find a chart or table you've seen recently, on a bill, in a document, or on a news article, take a screenshot, and ask Claude to explain it to you as if you're hearing about it for the first time. See how much clarity you get back. Now, a quick practical note about how to actually share a screenshot with Claude. When you're in a conversation with Claude, look for the paperclip icon or an image upload button. It's usually near the text box where you type. You click or tap that button, find the screenshot in your Photos or Downloads folder, and attach it. Then you type your question in the text box, just like you normally would, and send. Claude receives the image along with your message and responds to both at once. It really is that straightforward. You don't need any special tools or technical knowledge. If you can attach a photo to an email, you can share a screenshot with Claude. One thing worth keeping in mind: when you take a screenshot to share, make sure the relevant information is visible and easy to read. Zoom in before you screenshot if needed, or use a cropping tool to focus on just the part that matters. A cluttered or tiny screenshot will be harder for Claude to read accurately. A clean, focused image gets you a better answer. Also, and this matters, be mindful of what's in your screenshot. If there's private information you don't need to share, like a password field, a credit card number, or someone else's personal details, crop it out before you share. Claude treats your conversations with care, but it's still good practice to only share what's necessary. Think of it the same way you'd think about what to include when you email a photo to a friend. Let's bring it all together. Here's what you've learned today. Screenshots are images of your screen, and most devices make them easy to take. Sharing a screenshot with Claude gives it direct eyes on your situation instead of making it guess from your description. You can use this for suspicious emails, confusing forms, error messages, charts and data, or honestly anything you're staring at and can't figure out. The process is simple: take the screenshot, open Claude, attach the image, type your question, and send. And always think about what information you need to include, and what you should leave out. This skill sounds small, but it quietly removes one of the biggest barriers between you and getting useful help. Instead of spending 10 minutes trying to describe something, you spend 30 seconds taking a screenshot and asking a clear question. That's time back in your day, and a lot less frustration. If you want to keep building on skills like this, practical, everyday ways to use Claude that actually fit into your real life, head over to ClaudeAIClass.com/course. We've built a full beginner program that takes you step by step, just like this lesson did. No technical background needed. Just bring your curiosity, and we'll take it from there. We'll see you in the next lesson.